What's up guys, Dave here from the Dave HT3. I thought I'd help you guys out with a flying tutorial this time instead of an RC Heli tutorial. We'll be flying my 6HV. I got a Spectrum DX7 SE transmitter, and what we're going to do is focus on basic hovering skills. It's very important to master the basic orientations of hovering, and when you're first hovering with your Heli, it will seem intimidating. You're trying to balance basically a ball on a plate or on a disc and keep it from falling off the side, because if it falls off the side you'll tip the disc and crash, most likely. What I want to concentrate on is your basic tail in hovering, nose in hovering, hovering to the left orientation and to the right orientation, and just showing how you should start off with your Heli in basic hovering maneuvers. If you guys find this helpful, and enjoy. Okay guys, the first thing we want to focus on here with basic hovering technique is tail in. I'm at a little secluded park here. I've got plenty of distance between bystanders and my Heli and myself. I'm going to turn on my normal. I'm about below mid sticks. Turn off throttle hold. Set my timer. What we're trying to do here is keep the tail facing us. I'm going to give a little bit of positive, just a little bit above mid, and lift the Heli off the ground. Now, I like to maintain about 3 foot, bring the Heli into view, and keep the tail facing you. You want to be facing yourself with the tail when you're starting off. That's the easiest orientation. When you push the aileron stick right, you will go right. When you push it left, you'll go left. You'll notice, depending on your Heli and its CG, you'll have to give rear or forward to compensate for the center of gravity. Right now the Heli is pretty stable. It's drifting a little bit to the left. You could take that out. That could be due to the wind and the B-specs interference. But we're keeping the Heli pretty stable. It's in a straight area. The tail is facing us. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing over to right-facing orientation. And what we're trying to do here is keep the Heli in a stable location, one area, with the right side of the Heli facing me. The nose is tipped, I guess, facing to my right. And that's all we're trying to do. We're practicing keeping the Heli in one location in this orientation. Got a little bit of wind, so we're going to compensate to the right. All in all, pretty much just staying in one area, using forward or back or left or right to compensate what needs to be done. This setup flies really nice here, nice and stable in idle 1. I don't use normal mode. Most of my flying is in idle 1. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go left hand. We'll swing the Heli around. And then it's going to be left hand orientation. I'm a little weaker at this, but I can still manage to keep the Heli in a stable area in this orientation. And it's extremely important that you learn all orientations, because you will kick yourself if you don't know them when you're trying to do a maneuver and you crash. Alright, now we're going to swing around to the dreaded nose in. And you see, it's a lot harder. The nose is facing us, everything is opposite. We're trying to keep the Heli in a stable location. Don't panic, calm stick movements, and keep the Heli in one place. You'll notice involuntary control movement inputs. Try to correct them. Let's get back in our little box here. But all in all, I can keep it, in one place, pretty much. And as a beginner learning the Heli, as a beginner learning to hover, you're going to want to master all of these orientations. It's going to help you out greatly in the future in your flying expertise. Another thing I like to do once I get good is work on my box. I'll go over here, stop, go forward, stop at a certain location, go right, go left, and it's hard to do. Try to keep the Heli in one spot. And then before you know it, working with all these orientations, you'll be able to spin the heli or pirouette in one area. And this is what you're trying to achieve when you become a 3D pilot, is being able to pyro really well and try to keep the heli in one area. This is one attribute that will help you like no other. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys found this helpful. My timer is beeping. And we'll go ahead and lower it. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you found this helpful.